Good morning everyone. My name is Atea Jane D. San Antonio and I will be your competency assessor today for the bread and pastry production NC2 qualification. So I would like to acknowledge the presence of our tester representative. First, we have the Provincial Director, Mr. John Carlo Lamu. Next, we have the Regional Director, Ms. Christine Sergal. And third, we have the Chief Specialist, we have Ms. Vanessa Mesa Berola, who is here to observe our assessment proceedings. Thank you for joining us. We inform that this assessment area is equipped with CCTV cameras. The assessment proceedings will be recorded for quality assurance purposes and compliance with TESDA assessment guidelines. By participating in this assessment, you are consenting to this recording. If you have any concerns, please raise them now. Okay. May I please request everyone to present their admission slips. And now, I will now call out your names to verify your attendance. Please respond clearly when your name is called. Ms. Obero. Next, we have Ms. Sernan. Thank you for everyone's attendance has been very kind. Today, we are here to undergo a competency assessment for bread and pastry production NC2. Competency assessment is the process of the gathering and evaluating evidence to determine whether a candidate can perform work activities according to the standards required in the workplace. So, the purpose of this assessment is to determine if you can perform tasks to standard required by bread and pastry production and NC2 qualification. It also focuses on what you can actually do, not just what you know. The qualification being assessed today is bread and pastry production NC2. The unit of competency that may be assessed include but are not limited to I have here first the common competencies. First, maintain tools and equipment. Second, perform workplace and safety practices. And last, for common competencies, I have perform computer operations. For core competencies, I have four also. First, prepare and produce bakery products. Second, prepare and produce pastry products. Then third, prepare and produce cakes and desserts. And last, package and present bakery and pastry products. So, your performance will be evaluated based on the standard set for these unit of competencies. During competency, you will be required to perform practical demonstration tasks that reflect real workplace activities. So, sample tasks may include preparing and producing yeast bread or quick bread. Second, preparing pastry products such as pies or tarts. Third, producing cakes or desserts following standard recipes. Then, demonstrating proper use of baking tools and equipment. For last, observing sanitation and safety procedures. So, each task will have a specific time allocation. The assessor will inform you of the time limit before each task begins. So, you are expected to manage your time effectively and complete the required activities within the given period. So, the assessment may include the following methods. First, direct observation of practical performance. Second, oral questioning or interview. Third, review of finished products. And last, an evaluation using competency checklist. So, as independently, unless assistance is part of the standard procedure. So, follow all instructions carefully and observe proper safety and sanitation practices at all times. So, after the assessment, your performance will be evaluated based on the required competency standard. So, possible results are competent, and if you are competent, you have met all the required competency standards. So, if you are not yet competent, you have not yet met the required standards and may need further training or reassessment. So, results will be communicated to you after the evaluation is completed. If you have religious practices, medical conditions, or medications that may affect your performance during the assessment, please inform the assessor now. And reasonable consideration will be provided where appropriate without compromising assessment integrity. So, reasonable adjustments may be provided for candidates with special needs, provided that such as adjustments do not affect the validity and reliability of the assessment. So, examples may include additional time when justified, use of assistive devices, clarification and instructions. Please inform the assessor if you require any adjustment. So, we have to follow the rules of the do's and don'ts. For the do, follow instructions carefully. Second, observe proper hygiene and sanitation. Third, use tools and equipment safety. For the do, follow instructions carefully. Second, observe proper hygiene and sanitation. Next, use tools and equipment safety. Last, ask for clarification if instructions are unclear. For the not rules, communicating with other candidates during assessment. Next, use unauthorized materials or assistance. Then, leave your workstation without permission. Then, do not engage in any unsafe practices. So, violation of assessment rules may result in disqualification. As a candidate, you have the right to be assessed fairly and without discrimination, receive clear instructions and feedback, and appeal the assessment result if you believe the process was unfair. Then, if you wish to file an appeal, you must follow the official appeal procedure through the assessment center. Then, candidates who are declared competent will not be eligible for National Certificate or NC2 if all required units are completed. Then, Certificate of Competency or COC if only specific units are completed. So, the National Certificate is generally valid for 5 years subject to policy. Candidates who receive a not yet competent result may apply for a reassessment. So, reassessment may involve candidates who receive a not yet competent result may apply for reassessment. Reassessment may involve repeating the entire assessment or repeating only the units where competency was not demonstrated. Then you may coordinate with the assessment trade center regarding schedule, requirements, and fees for the assessment. So this concludes the competency assessment orientation. If you have any questions or clarification, please raise them now before we begin the actual assessment. Thank you and we wish you a success in your bread and pastry production NC2 competency assessment. You may now prepare for the assessment proper.